Welcome to Subramani. Um all of us have seen a man or a woman taking a dog for a walk, right? So I don't remember who is the author who quoted this, but he said something very relevant. He said, I think he was a fund manager, and he said a man taking a dog for a walk is the way that the market and the business move, right? So if you want to know where the man and the dog are going, they'll be going perhaps from the same house to a particular location and back. Half an hour kind of a walk is what people take a dog for. Now, if you want to know where they are going, the person to watch is the man, not the dog. The dog will never walk in a straight line, right? It will bark at another dog. It will go and sniff here and there. It will go to the benches and check and go to the tree, right? It will keep going up and down, even on a leash, right? If it's not on a leash, then it's completely different. But even on a leash, it will go sideways, go up, go down, go back, come in, go to the front. It will do all kinds of things. That is how the market behaves. The market behaves close to the business. So if the business is moving like this, it will move somewhere like this, but it will move along with this only, because the man and the dog start from the house at the same time and come back at the same time. So that there is no doubt as to where they are going. So if you want to watch, you watch the man, don't watch the dog, right? So that is the lesson from walking the dog. So why am I saying this? I'm saying this because the market, the way we know it, like if you take the US market, you take the UK market, you take the Indian market, markets have always been going up. So what I mean by that is, in 1979, if you had put 100 rupees in the BSE Sensex, today it would be approximately 90,000 rupees, ignoring cost of managing and taxation, right? So all the dividends got reinvested, it will be worth 90,000. Without reinvestment of dividend, it will be worth 60,000, right? So that is the kind of power the market has. And why what has happened is simple: because the good years far more than make up for the bad years. So yes, you can pick up a 1993 and say market fell 40%. Yes, of course it fell 40%. That was because the previous year it had gone up by 262%. If you missed the 262% and then you came into the market, then you would have lost 40%. But even then, it would not have been too bad if you were doing an SIP, because over a period of time, it is these kind of 1993 and 2008, which are the real good years. 2002, these are the real good years for you to be buying. So it's not been a bad thing to do, but you should have had the resilience to sit tight. Now, when I say the market will give you, let's say the market will give you 10% return, which means you think, oh, today if the index is 100, it will go to 110, 100. I'm ignoring the compounding effect. 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. No, that is not how it will go up. It will go up 100, 137. Then it will come down by 27%. So it will go up 37%, come down 27%, go up 5%, come down 12%. Then 2-3 years of 8%, 12%, 14%. That is exactly when the time you think, oh, now the market is in the new high, it cannot go down. The market will go down 42%, right? All these things. 42% is an exceptional. 42% happened because there was a 262% or 252% the previous year, thanks to Harshad Mehta. But it's not always that the standard deviation will always be high. So it is your skill in sitting tight during bad times that gives you the maximum return in the markets. So sitting tight during bad times is difficult, and not selling when the market is going up is also difficult, right? So when you buy a share for 100 rupees and then it goes to 125, then you need more control. But if it goes from 100 to 105, people don't worry too much. If it goes down to 80, people say, oh, I don't care what you say, but I can't lose 20% of my capital every year. In 5 years, I'll get wiped out. These are all in numeracy, but then that is how people will react. So, right. So you should be smart enough to know that you are watching the man walk and not the dog. And therefore, every opportunity of the market going down is perhaps an opportunity to buy. So the question is again, do you have cash at the relevant times? So to keep cash for investing at the relevant times, you have another problem. For long periods, that money will be underperforming and you will be under threat when with YouTube channels like this saying, why are you keeping so much cash? Do you really need it? If you keep money for an emergency, it's not right. But if you hold cash tactically, I think it is right. So you will ask those kind of questions and then you will wonder what to do. The other worry is the ability to sit tight when the market falls 37%, like say 2007, 2008. That kind of a fall, do we know how to handle? Or a 42% fall in 1993. When the market goes up, we never ask questions like why the market is up. When the market comes down, we say, oh, but there is nothing wrong with the Indian economy. Maybe US has a problem. But if you run ahead of the market, the chances are you will have to correct. So look at the dog. The dog cannot keep on going ahead because the man the man is walking here. He is holding the leash. The leash will allow the dog to go till here. Then he'll have to wait for the man to catch up. That is exactly what happens with the market. There could be a lead or a lag to the business, but the business is going at a steady pace. The business cannot suddenly grow at 26% because all of us want it to. The business will go at a particular rate and then the market will also go at that particular rate. So here I am reading out the returns from the US market since 2007. So your $100 invested in 2007 would have grown 100 became 105, then the market fell 37%, it came down to $66, then it went up 27%, it went to 84, then it went up 15%, it went to 97, then 2% to 99, up 16, up 32, up 14, right? These numbers are so random that you feel like if I had asked somebody to write down random numbers, they would have said 2 years up, 1 year down, 2 years up, 1 year down. There is no such pattern. The market can give you lumpy returns, it can give you from one particular industry, it can give you all the returns from one particular country, right? However you have invested, don't think everything is going to go up linear. It's not 100, 110, 120, 130, that's not going to happen. It sounds very obvious and basic, but then for you to make money in the market, you have to be in the market for a long time. A lot of people have told you that timing the market is not possible. Time in the market is what you have to do. But I do believe that some part of your money should be in an index fund, maybe international index fund. Some money will be in value fund, some will be in growth fund. Some you may want to be very sector specific, that pharma fund, IT fund, banking fund, you may be like that, or large cap, mid cap kind of a combination. So all these things you will keep doing, but understand one thing: to make money in the market, you have to spend time in the market. You cannot say I will be there only during the good times. It is like Anil Kumble bowling 40,800 odd balls to collect 614 wickets, right? You cannot say I will bowl only 614 wickets. Very many people think that they can do that and they are very sadly mistaken. Do you ever go and tell Anil Kumble, you wasted more than 40,000 balls, you got only 614 wickets, why did you bowl so many balls? So exactly like that, how you have to be in the market, whether you are in through equity directly or through mutual funds. Ideally SIP if you are a salary earning person or even a businessman. Taking money out from your business and putting it to equities makes sense, and staying long enough in the market to make money is also important. Even if you have made one mistake of buying high, suppose you bought in the market when the market was at an all-time high and the market falls 43% or 37%. If you are doing an SIP, you will keep catching up with the market. Don't have to worry too much. The market will recover. But please understand that this averaging works only in a portfolio. Don't try it with single equity investment. So, I mean, almost in conclusion, the market is a place where you have to stay. You will get the good returns, bad returns, ugly returns, terrible returns, angry returns when everybody around you is angry for introducing them into the markets. You have to sit through all this if you want to earn money. You cannot say I will pick up only, I will do cherry picking and I will be there only for the good parts of the market. That is not going to happen. So over a long period of time, next 10 years, 15 years, what can you expect from the market? Whatever you can expect say 3% to 3% growth over inflation. A good portfolio should be able to do that. Yes, there will be very many, the index fund may perform better than the other funds, but that could be true in the long run. There could be some good fund managers who could add value to you. So all those kind of combinations will happen. Emerging markets will do well, sometimes developed markets will do well, sometimes bonds will do well, sometimes metals will do well. All these combinations. So based on all this, you create your own portfolio. However, in terms of, it may be 50% in mutual funds and equity mutual funds and direct equity, 30% could be in debt, and 20% you could put 10% in REITs and 10% in gold. Any combination which allows you to sleep well at night and make sure that you meet all your goals is good enough. Don't wait for the perfect asset allocation, the perfect investor, the perfect advice to invest, right? If you do wait for that, you will just be waiting and you will not be investing. Thank you. You've heard the old saying, nothing risked, nothing gained, right? Normally, you take some risk when you can take risk, and once you find success, you don't normally change the path, right? You made a career, reasonable, good career, bad career, whatever, and then you say, okay, let me just continue on this path and I will do well. Most people, I mean, Buffett did not take to playing golf and saying, oh, I made money in investing, so let me try professional golf. He didn't do that, right? Nor are we likely to see Tiger Woods coming and becoming an investment professional. I don't know whether he's going to, but I'm just saying. The one exception to this is Arnold Schwarzenegger. He came to US with a funny accent. Then he did some odd sales jobs. Then he took to bodybuilding, became a very successful bodybuilder. Yes, I think during the time when he was a successful bodybuilder, he was also learning how to invest in real estate. So he, whatever money he was making from real estate, from his he used to do public speaking and bodybuilding. He put that into real estate and he made money with real estate. After that, he became a good bodybuilder, and he got Mr. Olympic, some world title some 6-7 times. Took part in various events, became a very, very successful bodybuilder and a model. And then from there, he, after building a successful career there, he went into films and he became a successful actor. And after becoming a successful actor, he put his own money and became a governor. So 3 separate careers, not one looking like the other, and he could weave it together. These are very rare people who would make each one separately a success. And maybe after some time you will see him as a world's greatest philanthropist, right? You could see him in that role also. I mean, I'm not saying this is end of career for Arnold, right? So similarly, while building your portfolio, if somebody comes and tells me, I still find people coming and saying, I want to invest in markets, but I don't think I want to take too many losses. I will not hold it against you if the share doesn't do well, but just give me some tips. Chief, there is nothing where you can say that the market will not go down. I have done videos where I have spoken about how after I bought a share at 240, it went down to 175, and I took a long time waiting. I said I will not pay more than 220. The price had got stuck at 235. Then I bit the bullet, bought it, and then I saw the share falling to 175. So if you think that there can be, you can become an Arnold Schwarzenegger without taking risk, there is something wrong with you. Obviously, he took a risk while coming to US. He took a risk speaking in that funny accent and doing real, sales jobs. He did that. He was taking risk. He went to bodybuilding. That was then he went and got some 6-7 world titles, and then he went into films and then governor. It's not going to be very easy to just sit and say I will not take risk and I have to make money. It is not going to happen. You have to be in the market. You have to be willing to take risk. You have to be willing to do an SIP. If you pick up a single share, you should know when to stop loss. Should you keep a 10% stop loss or a 25% stop loss? You should know all those things, right? So sometimes for trading, you keep a smaller stop loss. For investment, you keep a larger stop loss. So you need to do all those things to make money in the market, and to think that you don't need to take return is wrong.